let me just put it this way. It's the greatest thing that I've ever discovered. Do I really want to be rich? Do I really? You're gonna be like, yes. Sorry, I'm just feeling so abundant right now. Whew. Right now, I feel good. Right now, this very hot moment, this very second, I'm not thinking about money. You know what? I'm getting these ideas, this inspiration to go write, or to go for a walk, to walk my dog. I need to do that right now. You have to understand that it's about how I feel. And what's gonna happen is, if you really are interested in being famous and rich, because you feel good, you will pursue it, because you have no resistance to stop you to get there. It's a way to cheat through life, almost like a cheat. Okay, I'll do phone calls right now, I'll do whatever you want. So what happens is, it really just raises your vibration extremely quickly. I feel like I could go clean my cat litter box without worrying. I feel like I do the dishes right now. Alright, because so it's been a while since I've been back. I want to talk to you about a technique that I've been using, and I think it's going to, well, it's helped me extremely with my mood. It's within 20 to 30 seconds I can lift my mood. So if I'm feeling down about anything, if I want to get something done, a chore, if I want to start writing, you name it, just to do whatever it is, I'm going to go right into it. I'm going to show you what I do and how this works. So this is how I meditate to change my mood. Alright, so before I begin, let me just tell you that this is the same techniques that the military uses to prepare the soldier for what's to come. It's a visualization tactic that grants the soldier easier access to what's to come next and be prepared for anything that's ahead of them. We use our senses. We use our eyes and our ears and all our senses, our taste, touch, you name it, our six senses, as they say. So that being said, visualizing is no different. Think about it this way: when you're in reality right now, right? You're watching this video. You probably have like another 5 minutes, and you have to go. You got to eat. You got something on your mind. Maybe you got to check your emails, or you got Facebook. Somebody texts you. Who knows? So what's happening is, everything you see, obviously, is through your six senses. So everything starts from your eyes and out, right? So everything is perceived. Everything, right? That being said, if you change that perception, what happens? Automatically, your body, physically and emotionally and biologically, as the right word, your body has to adjust to that new scenery, right? When you walk into a new room with new people, what happens? Sometimes you feel insecure or whatever it is, right? So this is the technique that military uses to prepare their soldiers for war. So if a soldier is nervous about something and they put them right into war, after a while visualizing that they're in the war and they can see the battle happening, they get comfortable with it. And then when they're actually in the war, they're comfortable there. This is the same thing we're going to use. This technique makes you feel like you're actually there. And when you come out of it, you come back to your reality, but you feel like a whole new person. And that space will train you to be ready for those circumstances. And what will happen is your vibration will lift, and eventually you will have to, by law, like the law of gravity and law of attraction, those both laws state that if you jump up, you come back down. And what vibration you're at has to reflect back to you. So whatever you're feeling is going to reflect. You're not trying to trick your brain, you're not trying to force yourself into anything, you're just trying to get the feeling, okay? Again, this is about lifting your emotion. So, not just trying to create anything or attract anything, okay? That's the number one thing here. Just to show you what's happening in my head. So I'm just having a conversation with him, a normal conversation, and he's leaning on the truck. I see everything. I see his tattoo. He doesn't have the same smell as me, but he has a hat on. It's a little warmer than spring, but it's not summer, but it's kind of there. And there's a smell of leaves. I can smell leaves everywhere. I can hear the leaves rustling in the background, and there's a Starbucks and there's a Pizza Hut, and I'm seeing there's the cars, and I know exactly where I am now. I'm in a parking lot. I can see everything. He's still talking to me. I'm laughing. Okay, so now this is how you actually do the technique. So while that's going through your head, because that's what I want to see right now, just to be in a new space, to talk to someone. It's just an example. I'm going to show you how I do the actual technique. I feel good. I feel accepted. I feel worthy. I feel excited. I feel happy. Ah, I feel good. I feel sexy. I feel noticed. I feel loved. I feel seen. I feel heard. I feel flirty. I feel relaxed. I feel thankful. I feel appreciative. I feel alive. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm going to the actual space like I am here right now in reality, but it's almost like a double vision. If you don't separate this reality from another reality and you just get into the feeling state, then you're going to raise your feeling and it's going to create so much abundance for you. Your life here, if you're in school or you're at work, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm just feeling so abundant right now. Whew. Just give me a sec. This is what happens. It really, it changes your reality in so many ways. I feel productive and I feel excited. So all I do is I separate myself from the vision. I see my vision, I see me talking to the guy, and I come and I see how I'm feeling at the same time. So I focus on the feeling while I see the movie playing itself out. So it's like a movie, like it's like being in the movie theater. You're watching, let's say, a thriller, and this guy's about to kill this girl, and you're feeling scared. Oh my god! But instead of reacting and being like, oh my god, I'm scared, you're talking to your friends. You're just gonna sit in the feeling, and you're gonna express how you're feeling. Oh my god. I just saw something that was scary. That's why I was like, oh my god, it was like a werewolf. You're not gonna say, oh my god. I'm scared. Feels dangerous. I'm nervous. Okay, so all I did, I don't want to go into that deep because I don't want, because as soon as I tap into that, I'm gonna start feeling it, right? So that's exactly what you're gonna do. You're just gonna tap into how you feel, and you're just gonna say the words, and you're gonna watch the movie screen play itself out. So I'll do it one more time. I'll give you another example of how I do this. So I'm back in my head. I'm in a new reality. And don't be too quick. If you can't get there that fast, it's okay. I've been doing this for 10 years. Roughly. Okay, so I'm at the Oscars. Oh my god. I'm excited. I'm appreciative. Oh my god. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm free. Oh my. I'm appreciative. I'm at ease. Oh, I feel so good. I feel so rich and wealthy. I'm so wealthy. I'm so wealthy and happy and appreciative. Oh my god, I'm so eager. Okay, so there. I went to it. Now let me explain this really quick. Did you notice how I could have started? How I think you can see on the camera where I'm starting to get pulled in. Like I was getting pulled in. Like this lady was talking to me, and I almost want to say what I was saying in the vision, but you don't. You stay in your feeling. You don't go into it. You don't say, because I could have done this instead, which is not the correct way. Because the moment you start leaning into the visualization, and then you come back to now, it creates the opposite effect of what you want. Let me explain that the best way I can. It's telling your reality now that this isn't good enough, and that the vision in your head is where you want to be. That's not what you're doing. What you're doing is, all you're doing is lining up with the feeling, so that you're telling yourself in your head, whenever you get that feeling of like, oh my god, this is so much better than my reality, you go, no, this is not to create something. This is just to create how I feel. Okay, let me do this again so I can show you exactly how you do this, okay? Because I know this is going to happen with you guys. Because it's happened with me, and I had to train myself to not do this. That way, when I come back to here, I don't feel like, oh my god, I'm missing out, right? Because you're like, oh no, back in my room. No, it's not going to be like that. Notice how I'm excited and feeling, I feel like I'm in the Oscars right now. Once you start it, the momentum goes. But it's not about the Oscars, it's about the feeling. All I want is that feeling. Now I feel like I can do chores, I can do everything I want in my day. I feel lifted. That was the point of this video, to feel good, okay? This is not cheating yourself. When you feel this, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I can feel good whenever I want. And honestly, you're gonna be a better person to everyone around you, and you're gonna be more productive. So if you're feeling in a rut, and you're feeling sort of stuck, it completely changes that. Eventually it will wear off because your sight, again, you're leaving the vision. It will wear off a little bit, but what's going to happen is eventually as you do it a little more each day, no matter what's around you or who's around you, the vibration stays with you, because something that no one's, I don't know why Abraham Hicks or any of the teachers of vibration don't teach you this, but the moment you raise a vibration, you can't go back. So you're going to automatically feel happy. And then when something bad happens or whatever, you're going to drop your vibration, but you're always going to know that this exists, so you can always come back to it. So until you explore more levels, I mean, you're never going to know what's there until you explore the unknown, right? And then once you go past the unknown, it's not scary to go back, right? I mean, once you've done a job, you go to work, you do your job, it's scary at first, right? The new day. And then after a week, what happens? You get used to it. And if someone hires you back at the same job, you go, yeah, I know how to do that. It's the same thing with vibration. So it becomes so easy. It becomes a skill. You learn a skill. Once you learn a skill, if you're a technician or a cook, do you ever lose that skill? No. You just have to repractice again and all the memory comes back, right? So that's the same thing with vibration. And it's not like work. It's easy. Where work is hard, right? To be a technician takes school and everything. This takes seconds. Let me just put it this way. It's the greatest thing I've ever discovered. And I was going to use the word that it's a cheat. It's a way to cheat through life, almost like a cheat. You can feel good without even being famous or rich. And it's not like, yeah, okay, so I feel good, but now I'm not rich. I don't see the money, right? You have to understand that it's about how I feel. And what's going to happen is if you really are interested in being famous and rich, because you feel good, you will pursue it. Because you have no resistance to stop you to get there, right? Does that make sense? Because if you don't do these techniques and you're thinking about being rich, that gap between not being rich and thinking about being rich is always going to keep you poor. So let me say that again. If you're in a vibration of lack, you can't get from lack to abundance. This technique fills that gap. So then you get to that level, right? Because you're feeling good. Yes, the money's not there and the car's not there, but you're feeling good. You're at the same vibration. So then now you know. You can make a decision from that standpoint. Do I really want to be rich? You're going to be like, yes. But you're feeling good right now. So you're like, right now I feel good. Right now, this very hot moment, this very second, I'm not thinking about money. You know what? I'm getting these ideas, this inspiration to go write, or to go for a walk, to walk my dog. I need to do that right now. My dog's been waiting all day. He's tired. He's energetic. He needs to, right? What happens eventually? You're gonna do the things that you think are the least important because you're excited, because those things your higher self knows that you need to get those things out of the way because it's releasing resistance. And what happens is you get all this free time, and then you're like, huh? You're feeling good, and you go, maybe I'm gonna read a book on business, and that's the journey towards being rich. And that's how it works. It's step by step. In fact, when I say that, it sounds like tedious, but it's not, because there is no other reality outside of yourself. So if you think you're going to get rich and you're not ready for rich, it can't come. So you have to obviously take that step. But it's inspired action, okay? I talk about that a lot, inspired action. Which means you're not doing anything. You're really just feeling good and you're like, I want to read. I'm bored. I want to read. And in fact, it's like, this is what it feels like. You're bored and you feel excited to read the book, right? Right now, you're not excited to read the book. So I said, go read that business book. You'd be like, screw you, you drop the tape. Exactly. You don't do that. You don't go read if you're not feeling it. But if you're feeling excited, you're not going to be watching this tape. You're going to be reading right now, and you're going to be like, oh my God, this is so amazing. That's inspired action. It's magic when you think about it, what I just said. How many people actually get to experience reading something that's going to help them in their life without even feeling like it's work? Very few people on planet Earth get to experience that. But I've done it over and over and over and over again. And people say, you're not successful unless you have something to show for it. But if you're feeling happy in the moment, and you're feeling good about your life, then things change. I started at 115 pounds and I reached 155 pounds, roughly 155. I'd say 153. I did 153 to 155 2 days ago at the gym, and my goal has been 175 since. And the last video I made on YouTube on my channel, I was at 100 and I think I said 40 pounds or 135 pounds. So things change with vibration and vision. I've been visualizing my body and it's been changing. Also, I just got a new job today as a cook, and I've always been afraid to be a cook, I guess, just because I didn't think I could do it, and this vibration has changed that. I'm not even worried, I'm not even thinking about it, I'm just ready. That's a whole new personality. Also, I almost finished my second book. Now we're talking about physical things, but this is what eventually leads into is what you want is going to manifest. And I'm almost on my second book, and I'm visualizing it becoming a bestseller in New York Times, and I want to be in interviews and all these things. So will I actually achieve that? It's honestly, I have no control over that. The only control I have is the vision I see and what I'm feeling. In fact, I'll restate that. The only control I have is how I feel. So I don't have control over circumstance. Circumstance constantly is in my life. The only circumstance I control is how I feel in the moment, how I react to that circumstance, if that makes sense. So if I'm feeling good, that's all that matters to me, because I understand that feeling good means I'm on the right track. Now this is all things I've learned from 10 years of experience from Abraham Hicks, from Bashar, Odyssey of Ascension, which she shows on YouTube. She has her own channel. My voice is getting like deeper for some reason. Teal Swan, she's famous on YouTube. There are so Eckhart Tolle. Abraham Hicks has been the biggest trainer for me, but the list goes on. So Oprah, Bill Gates, entrepreneurship, just years and years of 26 years around this planet of experience, and comments from just people on YouTube saying things about enlightenment. I've just learned a lot for myself, and the most important thing is guidance. You can create whatever you want, you guys, because right now I'm doing what I want, and if you're feeling like you're not doing what you want, totally fine, because I was there. But there's a simple way to get through that. A simple way of getting towards, a simple way of jumping the fence and jumping towards your dreams. And there's techniques all over planet Earth. And I think one of these techniques that I have is something that may benefit you. Alright, thanks guys. Have a good one. That's all it was right there. That was the technique. I'm ready to feel better. I already feel higher and happier. Can't you see it? Do you see the resonance on my face right now? How fast that was? I've been doing this for a while, so it's instant. I already can feel like I want to go grocery shopping now. I'm getting ideas. That was 10 seconds. I feel like maybe I should go right now, and I feel inspired. I just got an idea about my working out, and now I feel clear. I'm realizing what's in the room. I'm seeing everything right now. It's the weirdest thing that happens. Okay, so I want you guys to experience this right now, okay? So you're gonna see what I'm saying, because you're watching this, you're like, what is he doing? Because I'm in a whole different reality all of a sudden. So I'm not gonna jump too far into this. So let me just explain to you how you do this, okay? Back in the Oscars. Oh God, okay. It's that fast for me. I've been practicing this for so long. Okay, this is not the first time I've done this. Okay, so wow, I can feel the heat from the cameras even. That's insane. There's a black lady, a white lady. Wow, they're all good looking. I got these pearl earrings for some reason. She does, black lady does. Blonde chick, she's actually, the black lady's better looking than the blonde chick. Okay, anyways, it's going on so fast. There's people talking, there's cameras, there's a guy in front of me now. He's got a voice. He's talking to me. I'm like right there in front of the camera. The camera's like this black thing. It's just staring at me like a big hole. Oh my God, like I don't want to look at the camera. It's just like right in my face. But he's talking to me. He's just like so engaged. He's like, his eyes are going like this. He wants to know all this stuff about me. And he's waiting for me to ask him to respond. Sorry, he asked a question. Now he wants to respond. Okay. So this is what you're not going to do. Okay. This is what you're not going to do. Yeah, man. It's so exciting. Yeah. Oh my god, I know. I'm just. Oh my god, who was that? Oh my god, these clothes, this is insane. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I can't. Okay, you're not gonna talk. You're not gonna be there in the sense that you're actually there. Okay, you want to separate yourself. Yeah, this is interesting. See, I already feel it because I did that. Like I just did that right there. I already feel like I'm there now. Oh, it's weird. Okay, you don't want to do that because eventually that high is going to wear off and then you're going to be feeling alone and depressed. It's going to create the opposite effect because what's going to happen is it's going to create a separation between this reality and the reality in your head. You want to stay in the reality you are now, okay? That's imperative. And if you've never done it before, you might just have to do it yourself to see.